place to start is tell us, Megan Dent Makeup. What do you do? Tell me about your business, start to finish, because I know that you're very diverse and you like to keep things fresh. So love to hear it from the horse's mouth, what you do, and we'll just take it from there.
Okay, perfect. So I've been a makeup artist for 25 years now. I did a Napoleon course back in the day when I lived in Sydney, and it was really just a hobby business. So over the years, the makeup industry has exploded. When I first started doing makeup, people really only had their makeup done for weddings or formals. So it wasn't a full-time gig. I worked during the week as a personal assistant, and on the every weekend, I would do weddings. So it was a really great little sort of side hustle. I moved overseas to London. I did little bits and pieces while I was there, while I was working. And for years, it was just sort of my little side business. And then I decided that I was being asked about skin all the time, and I really didn't know a lot about skin. Makeup was definitely more my thing. So I actually went and did a diploma and opened my own salon. So that sort of opened the doors to skin as well as makeup, and really being fully engrossed in the beauty industry. So I did that for years and years, and I just found all the time I was being asked about my makeup, what makeup was I wearing, what brushes was I using, and that's really how my makeup lessons came about. I just realised there were so many women, especially 30 plus, that felt very embarrassed, very unsure about makeup, didn't really feel comfortable going into, back then it was just David Jones or Maya. The girls were young, they felt very intimidated. And of course, now years later, you've got Mecca and Sephora, and the girls are even more younger and more beautiful. And so a lot of women my age and older feel very intimidated by that. So the makeup workshops and lessons were born. It was really just a part of my salon. And when I had my 2 children, I decided to sell that salon and just do a little bit of makeup. But I realised quickly that the lessons were a huge thing and have actually become my full-time business now. I still do bits of bridal, photo shoots, other bits of makeup, but the lessons have really exploded purely, I think, out of a need. There's just so many women that feel very unsure about what to do, not even for full glam makeup, just to how to put their makeup on for work or for an event, or so that side of the business is huge now. So I teach probably 3 to 4 lessons a week. I could do more, but I've had to cut back on that because I also love to do makeup. So the other days of the week I do events, photo shoots, whatever people book with me. But it's definitely a full-time business that was meant to be a little hobby while I was home with my children, and just sort of exploded into something huge.
And if I remember rightly, back in 2021,
Yes.
You were so fully booked. It's very hard to get a slot with Megan Dent. How do you do this? What kind of action do you take to get that busy?
I think it's a mixture of things. I think part of it would be social media. I'm very active on social media. And it doesn't mean having a lot of followers. I say to a lot of girls that I work with, younger girls, that are trying to get 10,000 or more followers. And I always say to them, followers don't equal money. I don't have a lot of followers, but I've got a very successful business. But it does mean being consistent with posting. So I'll post most days, or at least a few times a week, about what I do. So not sales posts, more like, this is what a lesson entails, this is what you get when you come to a lesson, really explaining what I do. I found once I started doing those posts, it really spread like wildfire, because a lot of clients were ringing going, I didn't even know a makeup lesson was a thing, but I've seen you on your stories, or someone shared your post with me. So I think social media played a part. I think one of the biggest things is customer service. I was a personal assistant for years while I did my bridal work on weekends, and so I'm very organised by nature, and I'm very all about service. So I am shocked at the amount of people that call me and say, thank you so much for calling me back, or thank you so much for texting or ringing me back. And I always think, why are they thanking me? That's so random. Like, you're wanting to book in with me. Of course I'll call you back. Even if I can't take the booking, I'll say, look, I'm booked for 3 months, but can I put you on a wait list? And then on that wait list, I'll date it and I'll call them back. And people are really shocked by that. And I find that really surprising in this day and age where we all have phones and we all have access to laptops and computers, why people aren't getting back to people. And I think that's been huge for me, that people, like, they feel heard, you know, they have an inquiry and someone actually rings and talks to them and gets back to them, and they just seem to love that. So that would be the second thing. So social media definitely helped, good customer service, getting back to people, and then following up. So I'm very big on, once someone has seen me, that's not the end of their journey with me. I have a closed Facebook group for all my lesson clients so I can share tips and tricks and keep them on that journey, which is really lovely for them because they can ask questions once they're home practicing. And I always just follow up in general to say, how are you going? Any questions? Do you need some more product? So I think just keeping them on that journey with me, so it's not like they've paid me money and then see you later. They become part of like a family almost. I've had a lot of my clients for over 10 years now, and they're so beautiful. Like, I've actually done lessons where I've taught the grandmother, the mother, the granddaughter, the auntie. I've done weddings for entire families. So I think just keeping in contact and, you know, cherishing your client. They've chosen you out of a million people to spend their money with, and I guess I just don't take that lightly.
That's just music to my ears, and everybody that's around you, it's music to their ears, and you genuinely do care, and I guess, you know, that's a really big thing, you know, that comes across. You care about them after they've had their lesson with you. So where can people find you? So let's say, you know, whether it be an end consumer, a potential client, or maybe it could be another Issada stockist that, you know, would like to learn more about working with. How does Megan Dent do this? Where can we find you?
The easiest way would be through my website, so just megandent.com.au. There's a lot of information on there, but there's also contact information. I'm always on my email, so I always respond. So never fear, if you send me an email, you will definitely get an answer.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, look, I know that you're busy. Well, you're actually taking time off at the moment to spend with your wonderful family, and you're off for a little vacay. So, is there a message from Megan Dent? Do you have any words of wisdom, a one-liner, something that a mantra? What keeps you going and gets you up in the morning?
Oh, I guess just always, that's so hard to put into one sentence. I guess my advice would just be to stick to your passion. You're obviously in the beauty industry because that's where your passion is. And just to always take care of your clients. They're coming to you because they're looking for advice and, you know, they want help, and just be that person for them. Once you make that connection, and a good connection, you really can have a client for life, and that's super special.
And thank you for being our very, very, very first stockist in the spotlight of Issada.
Oh, thank you. It's an honour. So thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks so much, Megan, and all the best for 2022. And we shall talk soon. And I'm still working while I'm here. So if you need anything, I'm available on email as well. Just don't call me because it'll cost you a fortune.
Okay.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you so much, Sarah. All the best for your holiday.
Bye.
Bye.